In corporate world, often when you call someone, after they reject the call, we get a message, I'm in a meeting, can I call you later? Or even in our smartphone, there's a template saying, I am in a meeting, we'll call you back later. So corporate world is kind of synonymous to meetings. Now the question is meeting necessary? Is it a time waster? A lot of people actually question the efficacy of meeting, and they do so for proper reasons. We often call meetings for silly causes. Even one of them is just to prove how important I am. So why should we call meetings? Here are a few things that you can actually call meetings for. Otherwise, you can just send an email. Number one, are you trying to make a decision? You can call a meeting. Or are you trying to solve a problem? Call a meeting. Are you trying to get feedbacks? Or you're trying to generate ideas? Or you just want to reflect and improve? These are the 5 things commonly you can call a meeting for, because you need all the experiences and all the feedbacks, constructive ones. But if you just want to prove that you are very important, do not call a meeting. If you're not sure how to collaborate, you're not sure how can I collaborate with everyone, or you're lost, do not call a meeting. If you just want to share information, you can just drop an email. Or if you are like just trying to, build relationship, please do not call meeting. There are other methods for it. So please, before calling a meeting, think of all those things. Now coming to the formal meeting thing. If you want to actually call a meeting, you have to start the formal invitation at least 24 hours before via an email. And you have to clarify what is the meeting objective, who are the recipients, when is the meeting happening, how long is the meeting, what kind of resources the meetings will require, background data information, and where it is happening. 24 hours before. Please do that. And before the meeting starts, arrive early, 5 to 10 minutes. And if you are the meeting organizer, your responsibility is to make sure the meeting logistics are in place. Saying that, I mean, meeting room is spacious enough, is the temperature okay, seats are enough as per the recipients, is the multimedia okay, if there has to be a presentation, is everything in place, synced or not. These are, as an organizer, your responsibility. As a participant, you are supposed to come early, 5 minutes. Please remember, coming early is a basic corporate etiquette. And please, while entering the meeting, turn your cell phone in silence or airport mode. Please, do not start opening your laptop and start doing something just before the meeting starts. Or in the meeting, do not start taking so many notes. We often try to prove that I'm very attentive in the meeting by taking a lot of notes. Please do not multitask in a meeting. There is a meeting minutes that will be sent after the meeting. So taking notes sometimes, or often I would say, unproductive. It doesn't show that how, professional you are. So how do you look professional in a meeting? Listening and taking part. Yes, you have to listen. You have to take part in that meeting. So now coming back, once everybody is there, logistics in place, all things are done, the first thing in the meeting, please be on course. Follow the agenda. It's often seen that a meeting starts for A, ends with W, Y, Z. The meeting was supposed to how we can go north, and it starts discussing south, east, west. So people go here and there with the meeting. The first common gross mistake in a meeting. Please follow the agenda. The person who is responsible for the agenda has to steer the meeting in course. That is absolutely necessary. Now, about the meeting environment. It has to be an open, creative environment. People needs to be able to, participate. They need to listen. They need to be able to give constructive feedback without being afraid of what others are thinking. If in your organization people are not talking in the meeting, if there is an authoritarian environment, dictatorship is there in the meeting, if only that some senior people are talking for hours and hours on, something is grossly wrong. Please analyze the organizational behavior and all those, inner influential negativity. In the meeting, we come to listen, process, collaborate, give constructive feedback, and then take the entire team towards that end goal. Do not interrupt people in the meeting. Even if you have to interrupt, be very polite about it. Please do not turn meeting into interdepartment turf war. Often we find that in meetings it becomes personal attack. Please do not attack people. Attack ideas, question ideas, ask questions, share opinions based on historic data, research backed up data, your experience. We want to use all the brain in the room. That's why we call meetings. Otherwise, we could just have sent an email. That would do. So that's the very basic fundamental rule of any meeting. Now, in your organization, if meetings are taking way too much time, 2 hours, 3 hours, then something is wrong. Nowadays, it is encouraged to even call stand-up meetings for a very limited period of time. Yes, there are some meetings, for example, brainstorming, generating ideas, new product ideas, consumer campaign designing, you might need time. But if most of the times the meeting's taking too much time, something is wrong. So please don't do that. It's a melting pot of all the experiences from senior to junior to different departments. So allow that to happen in a meeting. Now there are a few basic etiquettes in the meeting. We often start, fidgeting with our pen, looking at our smartphone, opening the lid of our laptops. We start yawning. We start talking to the people beside me and side talks. We start meeting within a meeting. Don't do that. And while everything is happening, while everything is going on, remember, steer according to the objective of the meeting and the agenda of the meeting. If some participants of the meeting is going north and south, that meeting coordinator needs to bring everybody on course. So please remember, meeting is very important. Meeting is not only your time. If 10% is joining the meeting and the meeting is 1 hour, you did not waste 1 hour of the organization. You wasted 10 man hours of that organization. So calculate in that fashion. Keep it very precise and short. Keep it open. Maintain, all the etiquettes. Let everybody speak. And call meetings only if it is absolutely necessary. Otherwise, you are wasting the precious man-hour of your organization. So having said that, in a meeting, it's an absolutely great opportunity to prove your worth. Whenever you're speaking, please use numbers, business data, your experience, and future predictions. Blend all those things in. Meeting can be a fantastic platform to uplift your perception and image among the entire management. Use it wisely.